Close your eyes. Let the weight of the day rest somewhere else. Tonight, we're not fixing anything. We're just remembering. Imagine a wooden dock on a quiet lake. The water is still. The sun is setting, painting the sky in soft oranges and purples. There are 2 chairs on the dock. One is yours, the other is empty. You sit down, you look at the empty chair, and you think of a name you don't say as often anymore. This is a story about that empty chair, about a friend who isn't gone but isn't here either. No fight, no betrayal, just time, just distance, just the quiet way people drift apart. Tonight, we sit with that, not to cry, not to fix it, just to let it be. Let's go back, way back, to when you met. Maybe it was in a classroom, a hallway, a summer afternoon when you were both bored and found each other. You don't remember the exact day anymore, but you remember the feeling, this person gets me. You started finishing each other's sentences. You had inside jokes that made no sense to anyone else. You stayed up too late, texting about nothing. You knew their fears, their favorite songs, the way they laugh when something was really, really funny. They were your person. The one you called first when something happened. The one who showed up at your door with snacks when you were sad. You thought it would last forever, and for a long time, it did. Years passed. You grew up together, not just next to each other, but tangled into each other's lives. Their family knew your name. Your parents asked about them. They were part of your story. You never imagined a future where they weren't there. But then, small things changed. Maybe one of you moved to a different city. Maybe you started different jobs with different hours. Maybe they found a partner, and suddenly, their weekends were full. Maybe you did. The text became less frequent, not because anyone was angry, just because life got louder. You'd mean to call, they'd mean to reply, but days turned into weeks, then weeks into months. You'd see their posts on social media, new friends, new places, a life you weren't in anymore. And you'd feel a small pinch in your chest, not jealousy, just absence. One day, you scrolled past their name in your contacts and realized you couldn't remember the last time you heard their voice. You opened the chat. The last message was yours. A meme, sent 3 months ago. No reply. You wanted to reach out, but you didn't know what to say. Hey, I miss you felt too heavy. How are you felt too light? So you closed the chat, and you told yourself, they're busy, I'm busy, it's fine. But it wasn't fine. It was just quiet. There's a special kind of grief in losing a friend who's still alive. It's not like death. You can't mourn openly because no one died. People say, you should reach out, or friendships take work, as if it's your fault. But sometimes, it's no one's fault. Sometimes 2 people grow in different directions, like a river splitting into 2 streams. Both still water, both still beautiful, just separate. You might have tried. Maybe you sent a message. Maybe you planned a call. Maybe you even met up once and it was lovely, but different, a little awkward. Like wearing shoes that used to fit perfectly but now feel tight. And after that meeting, you both went back to your lives, and the silence came again. You started to wonder, was it me? Did I do something wrong? Did I not try hard enough? But the answer is usually simpler. And sadder. You didn't do anything wrong, neither did they. You just changed. And that's allowed. That's what being human is. So what do you do with the empty chair? You don't burn it. You don't pretend it was never there. You just let it sit. You honor what was. Think of the good things, the laughter, the late nights, the way they defended you when you weren't in the room. That one trip you took together where everything went wrong and you still laugh about it years later. None of that is gone. It lives in you. It made you who you are. Every joke you still tell. Every song you still love. Every time you catch yourself saying something they used to say. That's not loss. That's legacy. You don't have to forget them. You don't have to reach out either. You just have to make peace with the distance. Some people are in your life for a reason, some for a season, and some for both. But the season ends, and that's okay. It doesn't mean the reason wasn't real. Tonight, if there's someone you miss, someone you used to be close to, someone you still love from far away, here's what I want you to do. Say their name, out loud or in your mind, just one time. Then say, thank you. Thank you for the time we had. Thank you for the inside jokes and the secrets and the way you made me feel seen. Thank you for being my person when I needed one. And then say, I let you go. Not with anger, not with blame, just with acceptance. You're on your path. I'm on mine. And if our paths cross again someday, beautiful. If they don't, that's beautiful too. Because we had something real. You don't have to be sad forever. You just have to be honest. And the honest truth is some friendships fade, and that's not a failure. It's just life. So now, lying in your bed, let the empty chair rest. Picture that Minecraft world again. You're walking through a field of flowers. There's a river beside you. Two streams split off from each other. One goes toward a forest, the other toward a village. Both are peaceful. Both have light. You stand at the fork. You don't have to choose. You just watch both streams flow, and you feel okay. You didn't lose everything. You gained a memory, a story, a piece of your heart that learned how to love someone. And that piece is still there. It always will be. If you've made it this far, thank you for sitting with this, for honoring your lost friendships, for being human. If you'd like more stories like this about the quiet, hard, beautiful parts of growing up, tap subscribe. No pressure. Just if you want to come back here again. And remember, the chair isn't empty. It's holding everything you shared. Sleep well, traveler. You don't have to hold on anymore. Good night. In the end, if this voice helps you rest, stay a while. There are more stories where this one came from. And always remember, you're not behind. You're just on a different road. And that road is still taking you somewhere beautiful. Even if you can't see it yet,